The end of ATMs in Australia. Thousands of cash machines are removed across the country as banks go digital. Shalom, shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name for the Heavenly Father, Yahushai being the name for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that taught us truth and will well, and salutations to Jehovah, like pushing His truth with no honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh Sop, coaching the lesson Spirit Power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, giving you other updates, end times, and events. So as you see in the article here, they're questioning whether there's going to be an end of ATMs in Australia. They got thousands of cash machines being taken away. All the banks are going digital. This is foreshadowing what's going to come to Babylon the Great and the rest of the nations in the world. Okay, because ultimately it's going to be mental conditioning for that RFID microchip implant, which is the MOTB. Which the MOTB is what's referenced into Revelation 13 and 16, which we will read. All right, so a little microchip placed under your skin, and you can have your wallet on there for making purchases, mainly the main purpose of it. Also, your medical information is stored on there. Your access to your home is on there. You're getting in your car, because everything's going electronic. So they want a total control over everybody's assets and everything. They want the perfect slaves. So this is why they're getting rid of cash. And they want to be able to track every single purchase and where every single bit of money is going at all times. Okay, so this is a major step towards prophecy of the MOTB, which is the mark of the BEAST. Okay, that's what that is. So we got a couple scriptures that go into it. It's going to be a quick lesson. Because this is just a quick hit of what's going on. This is mainly in Australia. It's going to come here too. We told you guys the world's going to go to completely digital currency. And at first, there's going to be multiple ways that you can make purchases and things. But ultimately, the only way you're going to be make a purchase for anything eventually is with that RFID microchip implant. All right. So we can grab that out. All right. Let me show you something here. Okay, because let's see if I can find the image that I'm looking for here. Let's go ahead and just add a little word here. Let's see what comes up. There's some pretty good photos. One that's more of like a diagram because it has everything of what this is capable of. A little illustration. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Alright, so this is pretty good here. There we go. That's what I was getting at. Alright, this is a great image to show you everything this thing is capable of doing. This is the RFID microchip implant. Okay? And eventually all world currency will go to this. There's multiple ways that you can use digital currency and exchange digital currency. But what they're going to deem the most secure way is this thing right here. Okay, and this is Bible prophecy. Alright, so let's go into some scriptures here that talk about it. This is the book of Revelation 13. Okay, and it says here. Let's see. This book of Revelation 13, verse 16 says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell." So, okay, the first one is talking about how it's administered. And that word mark goes into charagma, which means an incision. All right, and it's talking about appointed instrument, can be considered Also, pointed instrument can be called a stake, like you know how you stab a vampire with a stake in his heart. It's a pointed cylindrical object, okay, a mark and engraving, and also the bite of a snake, which what charagma means. Charagma is Greek, and that's what the book of Revelation was translated from. And it really talks about how the bite of a snake, and you look at the anatomy of a snake's tooth, it's identical to a hypodermic needle. So the verse 16 is talking about who they're going to attack to get it and how it's administered and where it's administered. Okay? So it says he calls it all. So they're coming after everybody with this. It says both small and great, rich and poor. So it doesn't matter if you're homeless or you're a millionaire or billionaire or trillionaire. They're coming to you with this. Free and bond. So in jail or out of jail. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, now going to this article here. All right, it shows you where it's put. In this case, on this first image, it's left. On this other image, it's the right. And it can go either way. All right, they can put it in either hand. Here's x-rays of people that actually have it implanted. This person has both left and right. It doesn't matter which one. You still got the mark. Okay. Oh man, just lost the page there. Let's go back. Okay. All right. So going back to the scriptures. You know how it's administered. Where it's administered. Okay. Or in their foreheads. And there's another one here. All right, so if we get it here, I'm going to show you this. All right, this is the one that goes into the head. This is called the Neuralink implant. It's a brain chip. It's already been developed by Elon Musk, and this thing is going to be spreading like wildfire when you people see the capabilities of it. I'm talking instant knowledge. Instant downloadable knowledge directly into your brain, your memories of a complete language that you've never learned, and learn it instantly. The transfer of one person's memories and thoughts instantly to another person's. Telepathic communication. Okay? Learning martial arts instantly. I mean, your brain will download information with this thing hooked up to it. And it also can be controlled, man. So they will completely control your brain. You will have quote unquote hackers, which a lot of these will be government entities that will completely take over your mind. You can even transfer dreams with this. So imagine all the crap that they can put in your head and make you feel like something's real. And when you look at different technology, such as the metaverse, hey, your brain's instantly uploaded to the metaverse. So your virtual reality is there 24/7. You won't know whether or not you're in the metaverse or in the real world. This is how the times are coming. So the punishment for getting something like this is extremely severe. Okay? Now we're getting more into technology of it in verse 17. And it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So it's mainly buy or sell. That's where you have the control. And this is where they're going to get a lot of people forced to take it, because people depend on society and what Esau has set up for survival. People are not self-sustaining. Most people do not live off a grid and grow their own food. They need to go to grocery stores. They are slaves to a job. They need to buy gas. They need to pay for utilities. They need to buy electricity. All that requires buy, and sell, right? And look what's on here as far as this thing's capabilities. These are card information, banking information is what's stored on here. And you look what's going on in Sweden, that's exactly what people are doing when using this thing. They're buying their tickets, they're buying their food, they're buying gasoline, everything they need to make purchases for. they're using this. So unless you have this, you're going to be locked from being able to go to society and make any purchases. You're not even going to be allowed inside stores. You know those big metal detectors they got to detect if somebody's stealing something? It's going to detect whether or not you have this thing in your hand. If you don't, you're not going to be allowed in, or you're not going to be allowed to buy anything. And it's very real. This is what it looks like up close in person. It's here. So in fact, you got a whole country of Australia that's getting rid of ATMs. What you think gonna happen with the rest of these countries? Hey, the New World Order is being put in full effect, man. The Lord's gonna put a stop to it, though. Okay? The Lord is definitely gonna put a stop to it. It's the book of Revelation. Let's see here. 18. And we'll start here at verse 9. It says, "And the kings of earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her," which talk about Babylon the Great, aka America, "shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment is come." It's only going to take an hour for this place to just go down, man. Fast. It says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore." There's going to be a great economic collapse. And that's going to be their justification to roll out with this new form of currency, because it's going to be considered a world currency. It's not going to be just tied to specifically America and have one country as the power of the world currency anymore. It's going to be a universal thing developed by the UN. Okay, that's that chip. It says, "The merchants of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and manner vessels of ivory and manner vessels of precious wood and brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors of ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses, chariots and slaves and souls of men. All the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all." Okay, that is worse than the Great Depression. This is a prophetic scripture talking about the worst economic collapse to ever hit this planet. Okay, it says, "The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing." So all these countries, when they see this place go down, they're going to be crying because their pocket's going to be hit too. They're going to have family over here, friends, acquaintances. Okay. It says, "And saying, Alas, alas, that great city which was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught." So don't get too caught up in this doomsday prepping stuff, and you people stocking up in all these funds and investing. It's pointless, because approaching fast is going to be that shutdown, and everything you think you got that is valuable will become worth less than a turd you shit out on the floor. Okay? And it's only going to take an hour for this place to crash. So choose your spending wisely now. Okay? It says, "And every shipmaster and the companies and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?" Right, because the nuclear destruction that's going to hit this place, you're going to see it worldwide. The smoke is going to rise so high. It's going to be like a memorial of what not to do and what not to be like. We're going to go into judgment if you decide to take that mark, man. This book of Revelation 14, verse 9, it says, "The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So you're going to be tortured, man. Okay? You're going to be burned from the missile that's going to be hitting. You're going to have radiation poisoning. You'll be close enough to where you'll start feeling the effects and getting cancer from the radiation. You'll get radiation from the crap that's in your hand and your head. You'll get cancer from that. This is what it's talking about. Have no rest day nor night. You're going to suffer. You're going to have a grievous sore behind it. And the smoke from this place burning because of all of that is going to be going for a long time. That's what it's talking about, the smoke of that torment. Because you have oil fields and things like that, that's going to make this place a natural, what they call eternal flame. If you ever go to the National Arlington Cemetery, they have something there called eternal flame that they burn for unmarked graves or soldiers that died at war with the greatest honor. They'll have a torch burning at all times. That's how America's going to be. It's going to be burning at all times, man, because of the wickedness of this place. That's what that's talking about. Set it up forever and ever. For a long period of time, the smoke going to be going up, and the whole world's going to see it. And those that took that thing, you're going to be tortured in front of Yahushua with fire. Okay, you'll die of the fire, and you'll also die of a slow, grievous death. You'll suffer. So don't take it, because you're going to have a lot of people that's going to fold. They'll take the thing for a short convenience of a temporary time of being able to shop for food, thinking that everything's going to lift and they're going to go back to normal if they just take what the government tells them to do, and they can just live their lives with the shit in their body, and things going to be lifted up and the economy open back up. No, it's not what's going to happen. Not even the slightest bit. What's going to happen is the economy's still going to crash. As a matter of fact, they're going to turn off a lot of those chips that people have. So when people get those things, they think they're going to go take it for a little peace and comfort to feed their kids or whatever reason. And they be set up. People be told to go, you're promised to go to FEMA camps, get on these buses, all types of things, man. Hey, so what's in store? This prophecy that's coming is a lot of suffering. All right, so now's the time to repent and get right with Yahushua. So in hopes that you don't have to partake in none of that and you get that protection, because he said he promised his servants shall eat and drink. You know? So with that, I'm going to close out. Lord's will, lessons edifying. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem HaKakadash. Double honor to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, touch truth and will well. Citation, hope for that, pushing his truth and honesty, sincerity. Shalom.